everybody else can watch it. Why we can't have that in the thing?
I just cut it out anyway.
True.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
My mic, your mic, how's this going? Okay. Ooh, that turned the echo up. What the hell?
I don't know what you're doing.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Reverb off. Shit. Okay. I'm done playing with this.
She got CTE. She's special.
To hell with you.
Okay, so welcome to episode 5 of Blood Beneath the Moss. We are your hosts, Abby.
And sir!
How
was your week?
Bitch. My week was great. You'll know why.
Why?
Because anytime my little shits decided to act up, I would just threaten to call Mimi Christie and they'd straighten up real quick.
That's hateful.
It's perfect though. Magical.
Magical. Oh, Mimi Christie's boot camp.
She gonna get Eleanor early.
That's fine. It'd be okay.
I'm gonna drop her off here with you right before you go. Have fun. You ain't get no tablets, no nothing. Enjoy your time, you little fucker.
10 toes down for them kids, but fuck them kids, huh?
She's an asshole. She's me, but in tinier form and mean as shit.
Why do we sound real?
I don't know. Is that better?
What about now?
That's better. It's mine. It's just mine that sounds like that. What the fuck? Hello? Yeah, it's just me. Boop, 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 boop.
I think we're good now.
It sounds better.
I
Oh,
think
what
so.
the fuck?
It's
just my mic. Sorry.
No, it's my mic too.
Okay.
I can hear the reverb. Alright, there we go.
Anyway, so yeah, Mimi Christie, enjoy my Satan spawn this summer, because she coming to you.
She gonna tell you, fuck you.
Not if I just stick her in your truck.
I don't care. I really don't. Have no forfeits to it all. But
That kid needs a whole level of, I don't know, appreciation, respect, and ain't nothing I'm doing working. Boot camp.
You say that.
She's gonna come back a whole nother kid.
You say that, but she might come back like her Aunt Sammy. And that's gonna be a feat for everybody.
Get the flash water, Christy.
Ew.
How was your week?
I was sick. Horribly sick.
Whoa, there you go.
I
That's
figured
better.
it out. I forgot that I was supposed to press that button a long time ago. Anyway,
Way to go, genius.
look, this is a learning curve, and I never said that I was supposed to be, you know, taking care of all that. We did turn these on and set it up to the Bluetooth, right? Yeah, they're on. Never mind.
Are you sure?
Nope.
Oh my god.
I'm clueless. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I was sick most of the week. I went to the hospital. No fun there. 10 out of 10 don't yeah, they're connected.
Okay, good.
10 out of 10 don't recommend because they still don't know what's wrong with me. We fun.
I do.
What's that?
Special.
Like you have any room to talk.
I don't. That's why I can say it.
Oh shit. My husband's finishing my garden. So that'll be fun. So I can start. We had to replant half of everything because we had that frost come through and decided that it was gonna just like fuck it all up, and I was not happy about it.
I'll plant those little things with the girls this afternoon.
How many times are you gonna tell me that before you actually fucking do it?
I'm gonna do it because Cole yelled at me last night in front of my daddy and everything.
Somebody got to.
Motherfucker.
You don't listen to half of us anyway.
No, I'm an independent motherfucking woman.
The lies
Except
you
when
tell
it
her.
comes to taking trash out the motherfucking house or
You
doing
done.
other manly things. I'm not doing that. I got a husband for a reason.
Then you're not independent.
I'm
You're
independent-ish. How about that?
You're codependent on your husband.
That's true.
'Cause
If
I'm
that
sorry.
man dies, I might as well make that casket for 2 because, bitch, I'm going with you.
Mitchell's not allowed to leave me. Ever.
No.
Ever. Me, you, or Jesus. Take your pick.
That's what I tell Cole all the time. I can meet you Jesus if you need to.
Hmm.
But you ain't gonna be a dick to me.
Not today. He was on one this morning. That motherfucker super spicy.
Mitchell?
Oh, thought this shit was funny. He liked to rage bait me. Thinks this shit hilarious. And then I was watching like these couples on the TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And they was going back and forth. And one of them waited till her husband was like taking a nap. She got one of them warm peeling stick wax strips.
Oh, I want to do that to Cole so bad.
Put it in his armpit.
Yes. Dude, that's a whole motherfucking jungle down there. Every time he moves his arms and he's got like a cut off shirt, I'm like, dude, bleh. You could like trim it at least. Like just, I don't know. It's gross. I don't like it.
But I told Mitchell he keep fucking around. He fixing to find himself on the other end of them TikToks.
I want to get the fucking ones you shove in their nose while that motherfucker's sleeping and snoring and pissing me off. Just take that out now, motherfucker.
I'm pretty sure this is considered like domestic abuse.
Not if they don't see us do it.
I reckon.
Bitch.
But my head was itching and I got braids in. What the fuck you mean?
I gotta have you teach me how to do that.
It's not hard. Super simple.
I'm special.
Same.
Anywho.
I
All
guess
right.
it's time for us to get started.
So this week we are doing a case from Virginia. This is a case that is 41, almost 42 years old.
Damn.
I picked Virginia because it was my mama's home state. Well, where she was born. She grew up in California. Anyway.
Kind of coincide there a little bit.
Yeah. So we're going to be talking about Virginia State Trooper Johnny Rush Bowman. He was a husband, a father, friend, a Marine Corps veteran, and a public servant. This case feels like there's some missing pieces here. This man had a seemingly picture-perfect life. From all accounts I've read about Mr. Bowman, he was a good man. He loved his family. This case, again, has been cold for 41, almost 42 years. Trooper Bowman's daughter is now a police officer for the Manassas Police Department.
Oh, she followed in her daddy's footsteps.
Exactly. So, let's set the scene. It's August 19th, 1984. And Trooper Johnny Bowman's wife, Terry, was entertaining a friend, Melanie, for a while when Johnny had arrived home after working a double shift at the Prince William County Fair. He only had a few short hours to rest before he had to go to work the next day. Well, morning, technically, by the time he got home. Johnny tells them both goodnight and heads up to bed, where he was stopped by his toddler daughter, Nikki, asking if she can sleep with Daddy. And of course, like all good dads do, he says yes, and they head to bed. Sometime later... What?
You ain't fixing to get up in my bed and disrupt my beauty sleep. I love my children. Love them all. But you got a bed for a reason.
Tell Jesse that.
Gladly.
Good luck. Sometime later, Terry drives her friend Melanie home. Then once she arrives back at home, she herself goes to bed. Around 4 a.m., Johnny Bowman's wife wakes him up telling him, something is going on, the doorbell keeps ringing, don't answer it. He goes down and answers the door against his wife's better judgment, and as soon as he answers the door, he's immediately ambushed and attacked. He is stabbed between 40 and 45 times.
That's a little personal, huh?
Yeah, the whole thing screams personal to me. Very, very much so. Johnny's wife, Terry, yells for help, calling out to her brother-in-law. Johnny's brother comes rushing, and he states that he sees a shadowy figure over Johnny while he was at the top of the stairs, and that he even grappled with the attacker for a few minutes before they both slipped in Johnny's blood. Evidence seems to corroborate this, as there were large bloody footprints out of the Bowman's front door and around the area. Yes, ma'am.
Pick me.
Yes, ma'am. Sorry, I was getting it.
Well, I didn't want to be rude. I'm rude enough. He's a cop, right? That's
State
what it
trooper.
said.
Yep.
Okay. First thing that comes to mind is I don't know any police officer that's going to answer the door that early in the morning without a pew-pew.
No, and I mean, his daughter talks about that later, too, that she doesn't understand why he answered the door.
I would have had a bat or something.
Yeah, it
Taser.
just doesn't make sense. I don't care if it's your doorbell, someone's banging on your door. If you're at my door at 4 a.m., you're meeting the business end of a 12-gauge shotgun. I'm just saying.
You ain't fixing to come busting at my... You better be bleeding or dying.
No. No.
You better call first.
She says that. I'm just going to show up one morning and be like, what's up, bitch?
I'll probably be up.
Anyway, the attacker/attackers escaped, and the only clues that were left behind were, and these are really freaking weird, okay? A pair of sunglasses, a wig, and a construction hard hat. Talk about strange fucking items to be left behind at the scene. My computer won't make, there you go. Now, there were 2 reported 911 calls from the Bowman's residence. I'm not particularly sure why there were 2 calls made. Maybe one was dropped or an accidental hang-up. I'm not sure. It doesn't say anywhere that I read. Now, Terry actually had to make it past the attackers to even get to the phone. What's weird to me is in the call, I couldn't find a transcript, so I'm going off of what I've read and I've seen reported. Anyway, in the call, she reportedly states, "They're killing my husband," which seems contradictory to her statements as well as her brother-in-law's statements that it was only one attacker. Many people over the years have questioned her tale of events simply because of this one statement she made during the 911 call. Which, I mean, it is very weird. I mean, it could have been heat of the moment, scared, but...
But in several instances, didn't you tell me that there were more than one report stating that there was multiple?
So...
But...
Again, some of them believe there was 2. Some believe it was just the one. And I think a lot of that is because of her phone call. Because it just doesn't make sense.
Pick me.
She's a pick-me girl.
Fuck you.
She said it. Shit.
Well, I didn't want to be rude. I'm trying a new leaf in life. Bitch. The brother-in-law, or the brother, whatever he was.
The brother, yeah. It's his brother, the wife's brother-in-law. Yeah.
Okay. He chased the attacker.
What I didn't think made sense was he grappled with him. He had the knife in his hand. How was he not injured in any way, shape, or form?
How you gonna say there's one attacker or 2 attackers when you fought?
Thank you.
If it walked like a duck, talked like a duck, motherfucker, it's a duck.
Yes.
Whack.
So I'm not gonna lie, when I first started reading this, I immediately thought, someone within the household. But the further we get along, you're gonna question that too. I promise.
Huh.
Yes.
Okay.
So first responders arrived extremely fast, and once they arrived and the lights were on, it was very evident the extreme nature of this case. Trigger warning here. I'm going to describe the scene based on what I've read and heard, and I was able to find only 2 crime scene photos, and they were absolutely disturbing, to say the least.
I didn't do any research on this one. I just kind of read over your one.
So it might be too much for some, but... So Johnny was curled up in the fetal position. He was covered in his own blood. Blood was everywhere. Puddled on the floor, sprayed all over every surface in the foyer. It was immediately apparent that he had been stabbed, not only repeatedly, but viciously. The autopsy revealed that it was likely Johnny was stabbed in this order.
Hello.
Oh, the AC went off. I was like, what the...
It got real quiet, real quick.
Johnny was stabbed in this order, and again, kind of graphic. The coroner believes that right after Johnny opened the door, the attacker thrust the knife into his upper chest, puncturing his pulmonary artery, and then he was stabbed in the stomach. At this point, it's believed Johnny would have doubled over, and the killer stabbed him in the face, shoulder, back, and neck. After all of these stab wounds and blood loss, it's believed that Johnny fell to the floor, and the killer stood over Johnny and continued to stab him repeatedly in the arms and legs, and he laid there motionless on the floor.
First off, he should have died almost instantly if he got his pulmonary artery stabbed.
Well, from what I read, it wasn't a long thing at all. It was a very quick. She followed, stayed at the top of steps kind of thing, watched this unfold, yelled for her brother-in-law right away. Johnny's brother comes rushing down after, I would assume, right after he had got him down and he had started stabbing him.
Devil's advocate here. Do you know how long it takes to stab someone? 45 times?
Again, if this is personal, there's got to be adrenaline and all kinds of things rushing that it may not have taken that long. He could have literally just... You've seen Ghostface?
I know that is not the reference you were using to this. I'm done with you today. Anybody want an Abby? She's up for adoption.
I am so sorry. Trooper Bowman was immediately taken to Prince William Hospital, where he's pronounced dead not even 1 hour after the attack. So I don't think they actually got it. I think they probably got close to his pulmonary artery. Maybe it nicked it, and it was just like a slow bleed. Yeah.
That makes more sense.
To me, I don't feel this was random. You don't just pick some stranger you've never met and stab them 40 to 45 times. It feels extremely personal. Very, very personal. Crime of passion, personal in my opinion.
Well, he was a cop. Let's be real.
Yes.
You're going to have a bunch of enemies. If
he hadn't been a trooper, though, for that long.
Doesn't
It was
matter.
only about two years, maybe.
In that 2 years, I promise you, somebody went to the jailhouse.
Yeah, that's true.
And in that jailhouse, they done held a grudge. And 9 times out of 10, the people who go to the jailhouse ain't got no common sense anyway.
Fuck no, they don't.
So in terms, somebody been like, he got me for no good reason, not knowing that.
Now I got you.
Yeah. That could have been a whole thing. So it could have been like a revenge killing too.
Exactly. So, I mean, I feel like there's something missing here that everyone is missing because it just doesn't add up. The investigation was delicate to say the least. Since Johnny worked for the state police, the FBI was called in almost immediately. It ended up being a joint investigation between the FBI and the Manassas PD. A task force of about 20 investigators was put together. They not only were looking at physical evidence from the scene, but also digging pretty deep into Johnny's life outside of work, looking for any kind of connection they could find. The investigation reviewed a few details. The weapon used to kill Johnny was a switchblade type knife with about a 4-inch blade. The task force never recovered the weapon, unfortunately. That wasn't due to lack of effort. They completed a 3-day land and air search around Bowman's home and the surrounding areas.
Well, he was a cop, so...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They pulled out all the
stops.
stops. Yes. So, now...
Jinx, you owe me a Sprite.
Shut up. Now let's talk about the witness statements. Again, a little fishy. Possibly that Johnny's wife, Terry, stated in the 911 call, "They're killing my husband." But when questioned later, she says it's only one attacker. Okay. All
well,
right.
you can't, it's 2026. You can't use pronouns like that anymore. They're coming after the attack. You don't know if it was a he or she.
Shut the fuck up. We are Republicans, bitch. No. Johnny's brother, Bobby, says he grappled with this.
Correct.
I'm not politically correct.
I know. Yes.
Oh, God. Johnny's brother, Bobby, says he grappled with the suspect for a few moments after seeing him when he was descending the stairs. They both slipped in Johnny's blood, but surprisingly, in all of this, he wasn't injured in any way. Again, super weird. This man has a knife. You guys are fighting. You both slipped in blood, and you didn't even get just a teeny tiny little cut. I find that extremely weird.
I don't
know.
He might have cat-like reflexes. I took my medicine today.
I'm gonna fight you. Bobby described the attacker as a large black man, which I find a little strange. If you fought this man, you had to be close enough to see more than just he's a large black man. I know, obviously, there's some trauma involved in that and shock, but that's really all you remember. You're that close to this man. You were like almost face to face.
You would know if he's white, black, Mexican.
Well, no, I get that. But what I'm saying is, like, he could not give any type of description other than that for them to try and make a sketch, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, no. You about to be all up in my face and
I'm going to be remembering some motherfucking shit.
I'm gonna make sure I get some.
Yes.
Because I like to be in my younger years, I was a scrapper. I'm a retired scrapper now.
Ask my husband how we first met.
I got receipts. I can call Heather. She'll tell you.
Oh my God.
Allegedly.
So, okay. Now we're going to get into some of the weird stuff. The items discovered at the crime scene: a beige hard hat, an auburn-colored wig, and non-prescription aviator-styled glasses. To me, obviously, these have to be part of a disguise. I mean, what else would they be? It's a very strange disguise.
Why are you going to have aviator-style glasses?
In the middle of the night.
So that tells me they're like sunglasses.
Yeah. I would assume sunglasses. I read some that said sunglasses, some that said regular glasses, so I just went with styled glasses, just because, I don't know.
That don't make...
Yes.
I wear my sunglasses at night.
Get out of here.
I can... I'm sorry.
Obviously, a very strange disguise. The hard hat kind of makes a little sense as Terry, Johnny's wife, states it was either before Johnny opened the door or as he was opening it that she believes she heard the person on the other side say something about being from the power company.
What the hell the power company doing at your house at 4:30 in the fucking morning?
Exactly, especially if your lights is turning on and off everywhere or whatever, and you clearly have power. They know, what are they doing there?
They gonna go to the Transformers before they go to somebody's
and
house.
And another reason I don't understand why this man opened the door. I don't.
It is 4:30 in the fucking morning.
Exactly.
Hell no.
So, it kind of explains the hard hat to the extent of, okay, if that's what they were going with to get in the door, yeah, it fits your disguise, whatever. Now, the whole get up all together, though, seems to me like, screams to me like this was personal and Johnny knew his attacker and they knew that he would not answer the door if he saw them through the glass. Whatever came of these items, obviously, they're still in evidence storage today. No one really knows. I don't think they were able to get DNA or anything off of any of it, which is strange.
So did he have gloves on?
I would assume probably gloves, and if he was wearing a wig, I would assume he had one of those little cap things on that kept, his from transferring to it.
If he were, short hair, he wouldn't have had to have that.
You would if you don't want DNA to transfer.
True.
Yes. At this point, they've investigated these items. It's gotten them nowhere. It's been 2 years since Johnny's murder. Terry and Nikki moved out of the townhome immediately after Johnny's death and tried to put the pieces of their lives back together. In August of 1986, investigators held a press conference stating they had been surveilling a potential suspect and they were confident an arrest would come soon. They didn't name the suspect initially, but just a few months later in November, they would release the suspect's name, and it was a bombshell to people close to Johnny, his case, and the state trooper's office. November 1986, authorities released the suspect as none other than Johnny's friend and colleague, Perry Worrell.
Wait, that's the wife's husband, the friend. Oh.
Yes. Perry and Johnny were good friends. They had served in the Marine Corps together. They joined the state troopers together. Like, these men were as tight could be, okay? Perry is even married to Terry's good friend, Melanie. Yeah, that friend that was over at Johnny and Terry's when Johnny arrived home from work. Perry even spoke with reporters at Johnny's funeral. Robert C. Martin, the head of the task force, described the task force's reasoning for pointing the finger at Perry as a multitude of things. Just weeks after Johnny's murder, Perry had been placed on administrative leave. Perry was described as being a ticking time bomb and just emotionally off in the days and weeks following Johnny's murder.
If that's your friend.
That to me,
that's mourning.
Exactly. Everyone mourns differently. And that's basically, Perry's attorney made statements maintaining his innocence and that he was simply on medical leave due to being so shattered by the death of his very close friend. And that makes sense to me too. It does. It really does.
I don't have a very big circle for a specific reason. I don't people well. But the people who are in my circle, something happened to y'all. I'm a mourn.
Yes, exactly.
I'm a mourn. And I can't give you a time frame on that. So if it's days and weeks and months after y'all fucking leave, well, guess what? Come pull my toes, bitch, while I'm sleeping because I miss your face kind of thing.
So Robert Martin, however, said he believed the attack had to do with a personal discourse that Johnny, his wife Terry, and Perry all had together. He never says what the discourse was, but he is adamant that this was not a love triangle, cheating scandal, or anything of that nature. Martin was asked why he and his team had not sought a grand jury indictment, and if it had anything to do with his office covering something up. He was adamantly annoyed by this accusation. Like, you could tell. I heard the recording of this interview. He was absolutely ticked.
Why wouldn't you get a jury indictment on that?
Exactly.
That makes more sense. If you know that you didn't do anything, let's go ahead and just break it all down.
He does state that he and his team didn't feel they had enough evidence to seek an indictment. Basically, there is no cover-up, no worry of embarrassment here. I don't care if someone from my own department, murder is murder, and we have a history of cleaning our own house. And I did kind of look into that statement, and you
have a history of cleaning your own house. What else is going on in your department that we need to know about? Because apparently this is a running thing.
I've seen when I saw that statement, I did look a little bit, and there were several instances in a couple years prior where they had fired a trooper, the Manassas PD had fired an officer, a couple different things of like misconduct, things like that they were like, no, you cannot be a member of our department if you're going to act like that type of thing.
I mean, I could see the plus side and the downside. Like, you're supposed to screen these people. They're supposed to go through all kind of things. So how are they getting to this point?
Exactly. So,
but if you are getting rid of them, touche.
Yes. So Perry did match the profile made by the FBI, stating that the perpetrator would grow increasingly anxious and depressed as he would be unable to cope with his crime. And again, okay, whatever this dispute may have been, if we just go with this theory for a minute, whatever the dispute was, it could have been that bad, that he acted in pure fucking rage. And then after the fact, he was so blind about that rage when he realized what he had fucking done, he just couldn't fucking handle it anymore. So, I mean, it could have been mourning, and it could have been, holy shit, I fucking did this, and now I have to live with it.
If they was that good of friends, I don't think that would ever even cross... Me, personally, that shit would never even cross my mind. You might piss me off some days. You might make me fight and mad. And vice versa. Hell, there was times I didn't even speak to my own sister. But guess what? The love was always there. That shit never crossed my mind.
Just because of love there doesn't mean that the urge to want to stab you in the face sometimes isn't there too.
No, I love you. I don't like you right now. That's what I tell you.
Oh, God.
I love you. I don't like you. We'll talk tomorrow. We gonna wake up on the right side of the bed. That's what I tell Mitchell. Especially when he's choosing violence.
Fight him in the front yard.
Facts.
This profile also suggested that the suspect likely regrets his actions, but that he would be more prone to violent actions if his loyalty was questioned. And, I mean, once they started, questioning his actions, how he was acting, he did grow. That's what the final straw was that broke the camel's back. Anytime they would question why he was acting the way he was or whatever, he would grow increasingly angry, outburst, all kinds of things.
Oh, so he was acting guilty.
That's kind of the way I took it the more I read about it. Yeah.
Well, then you just need to go ahead and just... Why they didn't do a polygraph test?
I don't believe at that point in time they were admissible either. They're not admissible in court. You can fail a polygraph and they can't use that against you in court. It cannot be used against you.
It can't be used, but it can be heightened to the case.
It can help them. Do you know how many people have failed polygraphs for murders or missing, all kinds of different things, and they still walking free because that's the only thing that says they motherfucking lying?
I'd take that over anything. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think anybody we know personally is smart enough to pass one of them things.
Yeah.
And cheat it. So.
Well, I've heard you can put a thumbtack in the bottom of your shoe and it's going to cause your body stress that's automatically going to make it an undetectable test. Like, it'll ruin the test. There's all kinds of different things that you can supposedly do that will make a test inconclusive, give false positives, false failures, all of this stuff.
That's wild.
Yes, it's insane. So, Robert Martin and another investigator, Ralph Marshall, told a local paper they were 100% sure that by the way the evidence played out, it had to be Perry. They just didn't have enough evidence, and Paul Ebert, the prosecutor at the time, said they didn't have enough evidence to prosecute. I was getting there. Would you shut up?
You're nasty.
I've smelled what comes out of your ass. Shut up. I hate you sometimes.
No, you don't.
This bitch. In 1989, Johnny's mother gave permission for Johnny's body to be exhumed. Right there, I find that weird that the mother gave permission. Wouldn't the wife have the say in that?
Not necessarily.
Okay. I just wasn't sure how that worked.
So it all depends, I think, from my personal... so like when you have... I know... In Louisiana, I don't know about up here. I ain't dug that far deep into, what coincides and what doesn't. But if you have like a do not resuscitate or you have a power of attorney over medical, so say like something happens to my mom and dad, I have the power of attorney over medical, and they have a DNR. Okay, I make sure that they have the DNR. But if something were to happen that were to solve a case, like if Dad was still alive and Mom wasn't, because I have the power of attorney of medical, it would be up to me.
Okay. All right. I don't know. It's just weird.
And sometimes, like, if there's I know if there's instances of where sound mind takes into place. So, like, if the wife was still under grief.
Yeah, that's true. That makes sense.
It would go to someone of close kin.
Okay, that makes sense. So she gave permission for Johnny's body to be exhumed. Investigators had hoped that maybe they would find, some knife fragments. However, that was not the case. But they did announce they had found additional information that could help the investigation. I'm unsure of what that information was, as they didn't really state that in anything I've read, seen, watched, nothing. I could not find anywhere at all what this information is they said they found. Like, anywhere.
Aren't they supposed to share that shit?
You would think, but the number of cases we've done so far where they found information and they don't tell you what it is super fucking weird. Super weird.
I don't understand why they do that.
Yes.
I really don't. It's very confusing.
So, where did I go? Decades have gone by and the case remains unsolved. But the FBI had announced a $50,000 reward in 2018 in hopes of getting new information that would help the family catch Bowman's killer. In recent years, authorities have re-examined the evidence, taking advantage of advances in DNA testing and other forensic technology, said the FBI. Her father's killing also inspired his daughter, Nikki Bowman, to join the Manassas City Police Department. Reflecting on her father's actions that night, she said, "Now being in the field myself, I would either answer the door with some type of protection, or I'm not going to answer the door at all. Or I'm going to call it in." That's not the right one. It's this one.
Ding ding ding!
So stupid. Oh, God. She said, "There's just something off," which is why I feel like maybe there's more to the story that's out there. Is not actually what happened. Nikki Bowman said in a video released by the FBI in 2018, "That's why I need people who have overheard something, have been told something, or were there. I need them to come forward. It's been almost 42 years, and this family still desperately wants answers. If you have anything you believe could help solve this case, please don't hesitate to contact the Manassas City Police Department or the FBI."
Now, that being said, she can't actively partake in her father's case because it would be a conflict of interest.
Yes.
But they're allowing her to oversee some of the...
No. So she may work for the Manassas City Police Department, but she cannot have anything to do with the case whatsoever. No. So, like, if someone were to call in and she were to answer a phone by chance, and they said, "Hey, I have a tip for the Virginia trooper Johnny Rush Bowman's case," she would immediately have to be like, "Hold up, slow up, I gotta get somebody else."
Sammy is on that.
I am
so proud.
Yes, ma'am, Pam.
Yes, ma'am, Pam.
But, I mean, just because she works there doesn't mean she's, trying to do anything with the case, per se. But, I mean...
can understand that. Stuff like that, there's a lot of things that I question from... I know we joke and I know we kid. But
yes.
There's a lot of things that I question when you were reading down, for the simple fact that 2 + 2 don't equal 4 there at all.
The people in the home, it wasn't... So that's just it. It wasn't just... Johnny, his wife, and his brother. His sister-in-law was also there. There was enough people in that house. I don't understand how no one could describe what this person looked like. I don't understand how you call 911 and say, "They are killing my husband." Not, "He's killing my husband," or "She's killing," you know what I mean? And I'm sorry, if that person had a wig on, wouldn't you have assumed she? I would have.
No, not necessarily, because wigs come in all shapes.
I don't know.
But what gets me, honestly and truly, what the fishy part of it about it is to me is that the brother,
yes,
well, Terry's brother-in-law, he fought this dude.
Yes.
Supposedly, allegedly.
Came out with no injuries, nothing.
He had his blood on him.
Yes.
Wouldn't you think he'd be the one fighting?
Listen, that's what I think. I'm not going to lie.
That's just my theory on it. I'm going to say what I want to say. Come at me, bro. I don't care.
Yes.
I have the right to. Don't like it, take it up with the Constitution.
In my opinion,
hey,
I do feel like the brother and the wife know a lot more than they're saying. A lot more. Because the evidence doesn't add up. Because, I mean, theoretically, not factually, theoretically, he could have killed his brother. She could have seen it all happen, you know.
They could have been in a love affair that nobody knew nothing
exactly.
about.
They could have planted that wig, that hard hat, and the fucking sunglasses, okay?
I did read that the hard hat had one of them thrift store stickers on
yes, it had been recently purchased. Like, they could not track it anywhere.
Well, you can't track it if it's paid with cash.
Well, exactly. They were hoping to get, like, you know, the manufacturer off of it. And, you know, if they worked for a construction company, most of those places at that time bought that shit in bulk for their employees.
Yeah.
So they were hoping that would get them there, but then they found the sticker.
That's crazy.
So, I mean, I don't know. I personally feel like there's a lot missing from the night itself that could shed a lot of answers for probably the whole case. I really do.
I think so. But I think because it was the wife, the husband, Mr. Bowman, the brother, and then the in-law, the brother's wife.
Yes, she was there.
Okay.
There's just too many people in that house.
That's what confused me. I love you. I love your husband. You need to stay in our house? Fine. That's okay. But I don't think that any part in the time and the time frames that all of us would be up at 4:30 in the morning trying to figure out who was banging on a door.
No, I just, it seems really weird.
I think it would be me and you besides our husbands.
Yeah.
Because they sleep.
Yeah, the fuck they do. The number of times I've been woken up because I hear some weird shit and I'll be rolling over it. Hey, Cole, motherfucker's snoring. Well, I guess I'm going to figure it out today. Hope I don't die. Where's my Mystery Mouse tool?
Exactly. Like, my husband sleep like the dead.
Yes.
And I'm not knocking our husbands, but I'm just saying that push come to shove, in one of those instances, it would be me and you going to the door. It wouldn't be them, because they wouldn't hear it. They would just sleep through it, which probably this man should have done. That's just I shouldn't say that.
Listen, while I was researching this case, and I was on the phone with this bitch.
It was. I
heard something outside my, like, office, hot tub room, whatever. And not me texting my husband, there's something outside, come check this out. It's right next to the woods. It was most likely a deer, but I don't give a fuck. Come here.
That's like my husband last night. He runs in, he's like, we're shooting shit. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And he runs out with a .22 rifle, and he's like, kid in a candy store. He's like, it's by the trash can. It's fixing to go bye-bye.
That's like Cole with his goddamn raccoons, man. He has shot 3 raccoons. 2 on the porch.
Peter's gonna come for us.
What? I don't like raccoons. They vicious little fuckers.
They carry rabies.
Exactly. And he's also shot a possum, okay?
You're not supposed to do that. They're endangered.
Are they?
Pretty sure.
I didn't say that. Shit. It was on the porch attacking a cat. I think it was fair.
They could have had rabies. Now you gotta get your cat tested.
Well, the cat died.
Oh, wait. Possums can't carry rabies.
I was gonna say, I thought that they was, I don't know.
They can carry the possum diseases and kill horses. I know that.
I ain't got no horses.
I do. They're not here, but I do.
Yes. But, I don't know. There's just some things are off with this case. I think there's a lot more to it.
I honestly think that there was, I can't call it a love triangle because, like, the other wife was in the house too.
That don't mean shit.
But my question is, I'm sure the brother had something to do with it.
To me, it makes sense. It really does.
It does.
Your phone's going off.
It's okay.
Checking a watch instead.
Yeah, well, it is for that stuff that I told you about. Yes.
So, again, if you have any information, if you've heard anything, you've seen anything whatsoever, don't hesitate to contact the Manassas City Police Department or the FBI. Maybe you heard something you didn't think matters, but it does.
I mean, there's ways around it if you have information that you can get it out there. You can put it into an anonymous tip line.
Yes.
They have anything. You can contact the Charlie Project. I noticed that they have this on the Charlie Project. We have mentioned them before.
I think almost every single case we have done,
the Charlie Project has been involved.
Has something on their website about them. Yes.
It might not even
if it's just a demographic page. Almost every case we've done, I have found something on the Charlie Project.
They are freaking fantastic.
Yes,
people.
Yes, they are.
10 out of 10 recommend them. But
yes.
I guess we'll call it an end, and I hope you
I'm
guys.
about to piss my pants.
I'm not podcasting by myself no more. No more. That's against the rules, because I was over here pressing buttons.
This bitch.
Anyway.
You don't know what's funny?
What?
Is you can hear that, and I can hear that, and the people that listen to the podcast can, but the people in the videos have no idea what the fuck you just did. Oh my. Bitch, don't do that. I fucking can't.
You heard it that time.
We got problems. Sorry about the screeched in your ears. She's special.
I didn't think it would have done that though. But this gets too close to that, I do notice that it Oh wait, hold that. No, bitch.
What are you doing?
There's a headset in there.
I don't know if you have to make sure it's on. See, we're both a bunch of special people over here. I have to be careful because I got a warning from TikTok last week for using the R word. Yeah, that's against the demographics. Sorry. You gotta be politically correct. That's why I said what I said. Special. Allegedly. Anyway, we'll get back with you here, guys, soon, and we hope you enjoyed. Thanks. Thanks.